We're live on the March steps with our two lovely guests. We have Chad Stark. Chad, you want to say hey?
Hey.
Into the microphone.
Hey.
And then we have Brynn Olson.
Hi.
All right, so first we're going to have you introduce yourselves. So, yep. So if you can keep this semi-short, like maybe like 2 to 5 minutes of an intro of yourselves.
5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Is that long?
That's good. It's like a presentation in and of itself.
Okay, so 2 minutes.
30 seconds.
Let's do 2. No, 30 seconds too short. You'll talk longer. 2 minutes. Let's do 2 minutes. Chad, you're up first.
You want to know my favorite color? Or...
No, we'll do that later.
My name is Chad Stark. Do I look at the camera?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Chad
you
Stark?
can look at me too. It's both.
Ooh, well, go back and forth.
It's hard.
Chad Stark, president of Scott Andre, senior vice president for Star Carpet, running my family's businesses, 80-year-old and 90-year-old companies, based in New York. Very excited to be in Chicago for Design Chicago with my friend Brynn over here. We're pals, by the way.
In real life, they're real life pals.
We're really friends.
Okay, here's what we're gonna have to debate. Who's the better friend? Ooh, to Brynn.
We'll see. We'll get there.
Okay, all right.
2-minute intro here.
I'm sorry, keep going.
We need that tequila.
Okay, keep going.
And love coming to Chicago more than New York, honestly. It's a more fun city. People are nicer. You know, in the elevator, people smile at you versus looking at their phones.
Oh, Chicago.
I lived here for 6 months. Remember?
Yeah, that's true,
It's a good
that's
place.
true.
It's a good place. And that's kind of my story.
Okay, all right. And you currently live in?
I currently live in New York City, but I'm moving to Williamsburg, which I'm very excited.
Oh, no way.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn, here we go. Hipster.
Okay, cool. All right, next up.
Chad has a badass apartment, by the way.
Really?
It
A
is
badass apartment?
gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
that's what you do in Williamsburg.
We'll see if it's as badass.
Is
It's hard to live up to that.
like you found your place, you're moving, it's done deal, or you're just searching?
I found it. I found my
More,
place. Bringing all my
important.
furniture.
Who is your interior designer for your new place, Chad?
So Sasha Bykoff designed my old apartment, and then she's helping me with this one.
All
Super
right.
talented, yeah.
Brynn approves.
I approve.
When I moved to Chicago, you can design my apartment. Right?
Oh,
Done.
you heard it here.
It's all-
My
It's all
house.
recorded.
House.
All
Yes.
right.
So my name is Brynn Olson. I am actually originally from Alabama, but I have
Alabama.
But I am now a true Chicagoan. I've been here for 12 years. I cannot even believe that. But yeah, so originally from Bama, and when I first started out as an artist, I am a trained artist. Design. I worked for a design company called Burkus, where I literally learned every single thing I know. And 7 years ago, started my own firm. So, and it's true, we really are pals. Ever since I was at Burkus, we've been a long-standing Star family, I would say.
Oh, that's cute. Sorry, cute.
So yeah, and what's really cool about the company is that truly it's family run, and it's just, no, I think we really like connected in 2016.
Why I lived here.
When you lived
Oh,
here,
that's right,
and
you lived
also,
here.
also in LA, we were at a conference together, and Chad is an amazing speaker, and he was talking about technology. You're doing that today.
Technology.
Technology. So, yeah.
Listen to all the nice things Brynn's saying about you. You need to say some more nice things about Brynn, probably.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. Just
We
kidding.
got that.
Okay, cool. And where's your office at here in Chicago?
So we are literally like a 7-minute drive from the north. It's right on Halstead and Division, between Division and Chicago. Right next to a car mechanic shop and a dog hotel.
Really interesting.
Right.
Interesting neighbors. I like that.
No, we moved a year ago. I feel like we moved like 4 months ago because we're still in phases of our build out, but it's actually love it because we're right in this like little funny pocket where I can just be here in 7 minutes. I can be home in 6 minutes. Like I timed it.
Oh my goodness. That's
No
awesome.
OCD.
No.
You're not OCD though. Okay.
None.
That's awesome. Okay. And how many people are in your team currently, Brynn?
So currently we have 2 separate design teams, lead designer and design assistant. I have an operations manager, and we have a couple of part-timers too.
Cool. And you're looking for people currently, right?
Looking for people.
So if you like her, let her know.
Yeah, admin assistant and another design assistant. So yeah.
Cool. And Brynn is one of my good friends too.
Yes.
These both are buddies of mine. So they said yes to doing whatever shenanigans I have in store.
Trust you. Trust you.
You probably shouldn't.
I know.
Yeah, and Brynn actually lives in my neighborhood on my street. So yeah, beat that, Chad. All right. Okay, going into questions. These are going to be quick questions, and they're going to be for both of you. And then we're going to play 2 games, and then we'll let you out of here. Okay?
Great.
All right, cool. So, first question. Do you have any funny design stories that happened during installation that you can think of? Like I know there's probably a time, but designers get real personal with their clients' lives, and so weird things happen. So do you have any funny stories that come to mind?
I mean, there's no installation that happens when there's not something that
Happens.
seriously. It's like, I think it's the one thing you don't learn in design school or like maybe even at an internship, unless you're like really in the thick of internship, that our job is, we're therapists, we're designers, but we're therapists. We are like, we have to be on the minute problem solvers because every single day something goes awry. And so we have to have an amazing team that's like, all right, this is how we're gonna solve it, let's go. Because like in our firm, like we're yes people, so there's always a solution. That's what we always say, there's always a solution. Anyway, in the funny installation story, I mean, I've been in the industry for over a decade, so I have many, many stories, but like they usually involve furnishings that don't fit through the door. And having to like get a forklift or not a crane and like lift things up and over into windows. That's like the most extreme.
That is like scary though, actually, but it's probably fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, and we've had that happen other times where we have to literally like break the piece of furniture professionally. There's a way to do it. Get it inside and then rebuild the piece of furniture in the home.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any weird objects you've had to lift, or have they all been pretty standard?
Oh, pretty standard.
Pretty standard.
If
Okay.
there were weird things, confidentiality, we probably wouldn't be able to say.
All right, we'll keep this really PC. About that. Okay, Chad. Any weird, funny like client situations? I guess you're on the other side.
Yeah, for us it's a little different because we're not usually, I mean, I'm never on site for the installations. Our team sometimes goes, but the designer one who does it definitely can relate. I mean, bringing a huge, 22 by 40 foot rug into a 90th floor apartment in Manhattan.
Yeah,
through
like
a
how do
window,
you do it?
like, those are crazy. But actually, it's a funny story about installations. Obviously our company, we've been around for a long time because we really pride ourselves on customer service and doing right by the designer and delivering well on time and be, representing our best self during installation. But for some reason, my family is cursed, so every time there's a personal order, it always gets messed up.
Wait, really?
It's unbelievable.
And it's like your company, so you're
Yeah,
like, what are you guys doing?
I don't know if my cousin will want me to talk about it, but she just had it installed, and like our installer is like scratched her wall, broken a light fixture. It's like it's unbelievable. It's like it doesn't happen to our clients, but it happens to our family.
Oh my
It
gosh,
makes
maybe
no sense.
they're testing you or something.
I don't know. It's like you think maybe they're just so nervous.
Yeah,
that
maybe that's it.
My dad makes people very nervous.
Nervous? Okay.
I hear that I'm intimidating, which I don't really understand.
You're intimidating? I guess you could be. Do you think Chad's intimidating?
If you want to see the
I don't think
intimidating
so
Jack,
either.
just interview at Star.
Okay,
See
really,
what
that's
you say.
true. I guess we've all been at like cocktail parties where no one's intimidating.
So those are my installation stories, I guess.
Okay, all right, that's fun. Okay, starting with you, Brynn. What's one thing you wish your clients would stop saying or asking for? Guys, do you like these questions? They're kind of on the spot. They're kind of prepared for these. No,
You
it's
can switch
better.
off if you want me to go first.
Brynn, this is
no,
what
he
happens
knows.
live, or see what happens live. So like, it's in the moment.
All
Okay,
right.
Chad,
So
you
the
got
question
it?
was, what do we wish our clients would stop asking?
Stop saying or asking for. So maybe something they keep saying over and over again, or stop asking for.
So I guess our clients are different, right? My client is Brynn. Brynn's client is the homeowner.
Yes?
So I guess the one thing that it's not that I wish they stop asking for, but more and more what people are asking for is paying more to get things quicker. So because of the Amazon economy, everyone expects things yesterday. And for our clients who want high-end, custom, handmade carpets, they say, oh, well, my client wants to pay more, can I get it quicker? So you can only not so quickly.
Right. Even if you have a ton of money, you still can only not so quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, some of the things, but obviously we look at that as a challenge and an opportunity as a company, is how do we come up with creative solutions to these complex problems to give that flexibility with the speed while also keeping custom. So we have a couple things in the work, but I'm not going to dive into a sales pitch. But maybe one of the things that I wish they would stop saying, and I know that our industry, and for the record, I'm pretty controversial in our industry, I like to think. I like to push the boundaries of evolving our industry and innovation.
Okay.
And one of the things that some of our clients around the country who are maybe more mature in their careers, they don't want the industry to change, but the industry is changing with or without us. Right?
Yeah,
the internet has made things more transparent. Pricing transparency is a thing regardless of how we feel about it.
Yeah.
So sometimes our clients are saying, well, why can't you, act the way you did 20 years ago? And we can, because the world has changed. And so there was one thing I would say that our clients stop asking or saying is, relishing the old days and not looking forward.
That is a really good answer. Keep going. Okay.
That was my answer.
That was it.
That's a really good thing though, because I do hear that a lot. Like, it used to be so amazing, but that's good. You're pushing it forward. Okay, Brynn.
Okay, so we have ample time to think about this, and I still am trying to think because it's hard for me to answer that because, like I said, we're kind of yes people.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so I kind of look to when people say they want something. If I don't necessarily agree with it, I usually will explain why. I always say it's our job to not only be therapists, but also be educators. So we have to educate. Our client comes to us because we're experts, we're professionals. So it's my job to explain to them why something wouldn't be a great idea. And usually it ties back to, and they understand, it's a return on their investment. Mm-hmm. So we're also money managers. We just hear so many ads. So it's hard for me to answer that because I'm a yes person, and also if I don't agree, I'll just explain oh my gosh.
So if any of your clients are listening, ask you for anything, you'll make it happen. You're a yes.
Yes, that's why not? And that actually will sometimes make you push your design boundaries because sometimes, I'm trying to give examples, but sometimes people ask you about something and I don't know, I just think you should be open-minded, never say no immediately, think about it. And then be all right, is it ultimately good for their project? Mm-hmm. We're always thinking, all right, is it ultimately the best for our client, first and foremost? That was a really boring answer.
I don't know, I thought it was good. Chad, what'd you think?
Be nice.
It was fantastic.
Wonderful.
One thing that I have heard from other designers in terms of something that the clients say which frustrates them is when someone, you're proposing a beautiful product from, let's say, a furniture manufacturer, and they find a less expensive knockoff online. I know some of my friends who are in the furniture manufacturing business are really frustrated by that because, you're totally right that you got to do right by your client, and if they're on a budget, you got to find the right product.
Right.
But to what end? I guess is the interesting question. Right?
And so my answer to that is it's the education component. So I always say, you get what you pay for in this industry. So if what's most comfortable for you is this type of rug in a not a lesser important room, then fine. But usually what we'll do is we'll educate them. We'll say, listen, this is why this is more expensive. This is actually going to last you longer. It's an insurance policy, and you're going to end up saving more money in the long term. So that's kind of how we come at it. So they have all the information, so they can, and usually they'll be like, oh, I totally understand. Let's go with this direction because ultimately it's an investment. So.
Okay. Really quick, what is your favorite client reaction? So obviously for designers, the satisfying part is when you hear the feedback of a client or when it's done. Because you can do what you think is amazing, but if a client hates it, you're going to be not satisfied. So what's your favorite client reaction over the years? Is there one that stands out to you?
Yes.
It could be funny, it could be sweet, whatever.
There are many, and we have all different personalities, and all personalities express themselves very differently. So we've had, my favorites are, clients that are so emotive and immediately, and they in presentations, they'll be had some like amazing characters that would be like, yes, or and it just like fuels it.
Yeah.
Like, it fuels.
It gets you excited about it.
Our best is always the installation, and it's like I'm sure everyone has the same answer, but the happy tears are amazing. And back actually, we've had many happy tears with the ODT. And one of my favorite stories was when I was still at Nick Burgess, and we had an amazing client who has a beautiful story that was made a movie about it, but he was homeless, and I was able to work on his, like basically his, you know, at that point he had a couple homes at that point, but he never really furnished it, and this was his first time to actually put time and money and thought into himself as a profession.
That's lovely.
And that was the best.
His reaction, was it just like over the
Well,
moon?
I mean, he was over the moon. I think it was my reaction.
You were just so
I left
happy.
the install, and I think I like broke down in tears. Like, and because we form relationships with clients, and I had formed a really special relationship with him, and to this day he'll still ask me, "How's your grandma?" or whatnot. But that's the cool part.
The impacting.
Yeah. The happy tears.
Jack, do you have a favorite client reaction, or maybe a staff reaction, or however that kind of relates to your world?
I think I could, they're both kind of independent questions. In terms of our client reactions happen in the showroom, right? So it's, for us, it's what we're being challenged with. What we get challenged with is now, because it's so much easier to find mills around the country, around the world rather, the similar product at similar price points everywhere. So innovating in product is more important than it's ever been. And we're constantly, every 3 to 6 months, we try to come out with a new innovative program, whether it's a new custom capability, addressing the speed issue, whether it's a new type of design or a construction or things like that. And so for us, it's, when designers come to us, we like to think of ourselves like the doctor, right? So you go to the doctor, you have a problem, and they tell you what's wrong. Designers come to us with a design challenge, and we try to solve it with something in our And when we show something new to a designer that they haven't seen in the industry, and they're just so surprised by this being available,
And
whether
like
it's,
action new and like
for example, like one of the recent things we did was a hand-knotted silk bra loom. So, we now have rolls of carpet that are 18 feet wide by 50 feet long that are hand-knotted in silk.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so historically, you want a 16 by 22 silk rug, you have to wait 8 months, 6 months, whatever it is. But now you can get it in 4 weeks. And that's one of the interesting programs, which takes a year to make the inventory, but our clients only have to wait 4 weeks.
That's
so when we explain that to our customers, we're like, I'm on a time crunch, but they want something amazing, and that works for them. They're just like,
and that's awesome. And that's like, if you get really excited about pushing the industry forward, so that's like one of those moments too. So I can see why that's satisfying.
And that's what we need to do in this industry, right? What's going to separate the showrooms in this building from the retail companies on the street is doing things they can't do.
I like that.
And
Preach, Chad. That's good.
Going up, bringing the price points up and doing things that they'll never be able to do because the average retail consumer doesn't understand the quality, so they're not going to understand the price point.
Right. Yeah.
And services like that and products like that are things that will continue to separate us. And so I think those are the type of reactions I like to see.
I love that. Okay, guys, we're gonna switch to a game really quick.
Yes.
You guys ready? This is gonna be fast.
Rapid fire?
This is rapid fire. So actually, you're gonna have to put your mic down because you're gonna do thumbs up, thumbs down. This is the hot or not game.
Like this?
You can't do in the middle. It's cheating.
No, it's like in Gladiator.
No.
He lives. He dies.
Okay, you can do that. Okay, this is hot or not, but that means like thumbs up, thumbs down. Ready? Brass. Okay, 2 thumbs up. All right.
Boom.
Shag rugs.
Depends on the shag.
Okay, so probably thumbs up. Justin Bieber.
I'm down with whomever.
All right. We got 1 up, 1 down.
Get the love down.
Okay. The new trend of bucket hats. Both thumbs down. Did you have? I had those when I was little. Did you?
No.
Well, okay, just me.
I had a bowl cut.
A bowl cut is based. She said I did too.
I did.
Basically a bucket hat.
Basically, a bucket hat of hair.
On your head. Okay. Fanny pack.
At a music festival.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. EDM music. I know where Chad stands. EDM. Yeah,
Wow.
I figured this. Chad's up. Bryn's down.
I do have to say that I have actually, in the past 2 years, my husband would be very happy to say that he has really broken me down on it.
Okay, so you're starting. You could be a converter.
I could be.
Okay, cool. All right, so now this one, there are whiteboards underneath your chairs.
Oh.
So if you will grab your whiteboard, it's kind of low down. Here we go. Okay.
I didn't even see these.
Yeah, I know. That's the mystery of the game. The live podcast, it just happens. Okay, you're gonna write one or the other, okay? So you have to write it out. Beach house or mountain house. You each write it, don't cheat, and don't look at each other's. Okay, Brynn, can you reveal yours? You would go mountain, okay? Mountain, 2 mountains. This is for your
He's an
friends.
amazing
See me
skier.
on the
so-
slopes.
Yeah.
With some EDM on the slopes, I like it. Okay, now you can just write first name for this. Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears? Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? Music or personality? Both are Brit. Okay, a little Britney. Okay, we
Did you
could have
say
a really
Brit
good
too?
music party.
We like to be on first name
Very
basis.
similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Chad, this is a special
The better
show.
question is Brit with hair or with no hair?
Okay. Classic Brit or today Brit. Okay. Chad, this is a special shout out for you. Tequila or tacos? You can only have one. Okay, Brynn saying tacos. Girl after my own heart. What's that?
Glass of tequila.
That's a glass of tequila?
Hey, I'm not a
All right, good thing we didn't do Pictionary. We're already trying again. Okay, coffee or tea? Oh, okay, Brynn says tea. You say coffee, Chad, all right. Okay, this is kind of weekend related. Netflix or the club?
Oh.
Dog club?
Are you
The
kidding
club.
me? I
See what I
didn't
did
know
there?
exactly how this was going to go down.
The club. And Brynn says Netflix. This seems about right. I could have guessed these.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is probably in terms of accessories, but it could be anything. Gold or silver. This is the last one. No. Gold or silver. Jess, you can get the next game ready. And then we'll have you out here in time. Gold or silver.
You're silver.
Okay, what are you going to say? Brynn, you didn't write anything.
I don't need to write because I'm literally like
Okay.
wearing it.
You're both silver.
No,
Interesting.
gold.
Wait.
It's brass, but gold.
Okay,
Gold.
you can't call brass gold. So
Alright,
you're gold. Okay, perfect. Okay, for this game, we're going to be bringing, this is going to be like a little weird, and you're going to have to do this like well, or it's not going to work.
This would be a lot of weird.
It's going to be kind of weird. So if you can move your chairs so you're facing each other, and then Brynn, you're going to have to tell Chad what's in the box, but you're either going to tell the truth or a lie, and he's going to have to guess if you're lying or if you're telling the truth based on your facial expressions and how you say it. Does that make sense?
Kind of hard.
It's kind of hard, but like, yeah. So don't have Chad see what's in the box. So show the camera. This is what's in the box. Can you see it? Okay. Okay. Now you're gonna have to explain to him, either make something up or tell him the truth. And he's gonna have to guess, since you're buddies, if you're lying or telling the truth. Okay. All right, you ready? This is box number 1.
It is. So I like say what it does.
You can describe it, or you can just actually say it, or you can make something up.
This is definitely something that you can take with you to the club.
What's with that statement?
No. She's going to eventually tell you what she means by that. He doesn't have to guess the object. He just has to guess if you're lying or telling the truth.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Definitely something that your pet would love.
Okay, so what is it, Brynn? Tell him what's in the box that you mean. So you can take it to the club, and his pets would love it. So what's in the box?
What's in the box is a part of a fuzzy costume.
So is she telling the truth or is she lying? That's what you're gonna have to figure out.
All lies.
You think it's a lie?
Lies.
Okay, okay. So now we'll reveal what's in the box. You got it! It was a hand with a spider on
I
it.
knew it. I was gonna say, is it a leash? I can bring that to the club.
Okay, so now we're going to remove this item and put another random item in. Brynn, I like that you had him guess what it was. It's like you can just say it.
Did you hear him?
What did you say?
It's like, I mean, if it was a leash, I would take it to the car.
I'm not going to put that on the microphone.
You do you. Live your
All
best
right,
life, Tara.
and here we can do this for you. All right, okay, Chad, this is your box. Yeah. And you have to be specific about what's in the box, but Brynn has to guess whether you're lying or telling the truth based on your reaction.
It's a magazine about music with Spotify's #1 artist.
So quick.
He's very good at this. Clearly, I had no idea what this game was. It's a lie.
Did you say it's a lie?
Do you know who Spotify's most hated artist is?
Wait, really? Not loved? He was telling the truth.
No, it was a lie. She's not on Spotify. She
Okay,
hates
so it's a lie?
Yeah, it's a music magazine, true. With an
Oh,
artist,
see, this
true.
is good. Okay.
But Taylor Swift hates
Well,
Spotify.
no, it was a lie.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, okay, but that was close because she basically lost, but he
Basically,
twisted
I could have
it.
won that game.
Okay, Justin, next item. Wait, Taylor Swift is the most hated?
She's not on Spotify.
Oh, because she's
I
independent.
think.
Do you like Taylor Swift,
Oh,
Chad?
no,
I'm
she
sure
was
it
definitely
is.
on Spotify.
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, they still like her.
Do you like Taylor Swift personally, Chad, or do you not?
Considering I've gone out with her a bunch, she's okay.
That should have been the, like, truth or
Wait,
lie.
really? Have you really?
Oh.
Oh.
No, yeah, okay.
Look at how cool we thought you were. Maybe you did. Oh, this is good. Okay.
Okay, this is a big box with tacos and tequila in it.
True.
You said true.
Oh, I didn't show the camera.
Oh. It is actually, Chad guessed true.
Wow. Is that edible?
It's actually a donut from Dunkin' Donuts on the second floor at the Merchandise Mart.
Actually, it looks delicious.
Sponsored by
Hashtag ad. Okay, last one. We'll do one more. A lie or is this true? You have a lot to work with here.
It's a really heavy lunch.
Give me one.
Please elaborate and describe
It's a
that.
heavy lunch that you'll find in Italy.
Oh, true.
She said true.
Wow. Yeah.
You guys are actually really good friends because you're doing good. Final question. If you could have one musical artist, or I guess fashion designer, let's do musical artist. One musical artist that you would describe as your style. Like a musical artist, either music-wise, style-wise, whatever. Pick one musical artist that you would say describes your style.
Like personal style, design
Yeah,
style,
you as a
lifestyle.
person. Well, however you want to take the question, Chad. You run with it.
Oh, shoot. I thought you were going to ask who was like my fave, and I was like Dave Matthews, but Dave Matthews and I do not have the same
Matthews is
style.
your
Not about it.
And Ray LaMontagne. That's like, those are my.
Don't you like Coldplay too?
Who's your spirit animal artist?
She loves Coldplay. Okay, who's your spirit artist exactly?
Artist, like,
Who describes you as a musical artist?
Oh,
Like, would you be like, I would say I'm this person?
Oh, I don't know. Can you answer that for me? What do you think?
For you?
No.
That's good.
I know who you
Wait,
Shakira?
do-
I don't know.
Wait, who did he say?
Shakira.
Shakira. Yeah, okay.
Who am I?
Chad says you're Shakira. Who is Chad?
I feel like you would, Lord, I'm gonna butcher this name. This shows how not cool I am. I feel like you would be like David Guetta.
Ouch. Ouch.
David Guetta.
I look like David Guetta?
He's so really
He's an old French man.
No,
Oh my
not
gosh.
old.
We're not doing it based on looks, but okay. Wait, Chad, why are you offended?
For sure. Maybe 50s, honestly.
Hey,
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think
he's not in his 50s.
No, he's like a young dude.
David Guetta is not a young dude.
Okay, he knows better than we do, probably.
Hey Siri. How old is David Guetta?
Okay, and then Chad, who would you?
51. Boom.
Oh,
He's the guy that
he's
actually
51.
dated Taylor Swift, right?
No, you're thinking
Oh.
of the Australian guy.
Okay, then that's what
Thor?
I'm thinking of.
No. Who did Taylor Swift to Calvin Harris? You're thinking of Calvin.
Yes,
That makes more
yes,
sense.
no, I'm sorry, yes.
I'm
You're
good
Oh
with
my
right.
God.
I'm good with
Okay, so now hand Chad the mic. Chad, who would you describe yourself as musical artist-wise?
I'm gonna say someone who no one knows. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Chris Lake.
Chris Lake.
I
Okay,
know that.
He's great.
so we should Google him.
Google Chris Lake.
Google Chris Lake. Okay. All right, guys. I know you have to go. It's very busy. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it, and we should do it again when we have more time. Killed it.
Signing off.
All right, signing off.